Hey, so welcome back. Last episode we probably left you hanging after a horrendously long flight from Auckland in New Zealand to North Carolina. We tried our best to document all the highs and all the lows of such a long trip. 32 hours. Definitely worth a look if you haven't seen it. I'll put a link just up here to the top. So this first week we want to show you around the place a bit, introduce you to a few people. We've had the whole week off with no commitments, so we've done some exploring, including driving on the right or the wrong side of the road, struggled through jet lag and been welcomed by some of what must be the loveliest and most hospitable people on the planet. So we'll show you a bit about camp, where we're living, and a couple of the adventures that we've been on. So that's what this week's video is all about. So 13 years ago, when we were last at camp, this legend Alan was living on camp and his wife Rhonda was the boss, and we are staying with them in their family home in the woods, just a few kilometres from the camp. As our kids won't be taking up one of the limited beds in a cabin, they will come back with us to the house to sleep each day. They are enrolled as day campers if you were wondering how this whole thing is working out. But Alan took us through the McDonald's drive-thru and brought us all some well-needed food and coffee before taking us back to their home for the grand tour, alst while driving on the other side of the road. So didn't quite get the video I wanted to introduce you to these people properly. I got some, but it'll come in another episode coming up. So if you are wondering exactly where we are, we're in Efland, North Carolina at the camp, but we're staying just a couple of kilometres down the road, and we'll just go and show you a little walkthrough of where we're staying now.
Okay, so you guys, will this work for you guys? Yeah?
Wow, this is a cool floor. First dibs of the bed, you reckon, Riley?
Oh man, you guys can do so many.
Is this okay? Let me show you the rest of the floor too, okay?
Oh.
Alright, so shower. Alright, so hot and cold. You even have hot water.
We don't have hot water in New Zealand.
Yeah, that's right. So you can brush your teeth and everything in here, okay? Feel pretty good? Okay. Mom and Dad's room. There's also extra closet space in here.
Man, this is awesome. This is so nice.
That's so cool.
All sorts of space.
We're at the resort.
Okay, now this is
What a cool
the rest
door.
of the basement. Yeah. So it's a ping pong table, or you can lift these off and it's a pool table,
Oh.
like billiards, pool.
Cool.
Xbox and the rock band. Let's see. And this is the backyard. And always get in the hot tub. It's hot. Okay.
So after the grand tour, we were all off for a few hours shut-eye. We were so exhausted. We only slept for a few hours though before we got out of bed so that we could adjust to our new time zone, which is 16 hours difference to New Zealand. We were also very excited to explore around this property before... Alright everyone, this is our house. We're having a party tonight. It's the first night that we're here. We've had a little nap. We're going to get into it.
Hey!
Alan's making some.
Yeah.
What are you making, Alan?
This is pulled pork. So we have pork shank and Boston butt. And we're going to shred it out with these bear claws and make some shredded pork.
Oh, those are cool beer claws.
Perfect for shredding.
Wolverine hands. So this is Ben, who was Harold when I was here last, Ben?
13 years ago. 15?
15
years old,
yeah. We're having American food for dinner. We're having...
That's right, burgers and dogs.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's that food here. I told you.
This night was such a nice welcome and the food just kept on coming. But then it was time for a bit more shut-eye and get some sleep. Good morning. Well, it is day 2. The kids have been asleep for 13 hours now, so they're definitely getting some catch up on sleep. It's 10:15 in the morning here. Check out this bag of kettle fries. It is a Mike-sized bag. It's a kilo packet of chips. So it's just about 32 degrees right now. It's pretty toasty for us Kiwis. But we've been given this car to use for the summer. How cool is that? A little Subaru Forester, so that gives us a bit of freedom. And I keep coming to the wrong side of the car. So this is gonna be my first time in a long time driving on the right hand or the wrong hand side of the road for me. So we're just heading down to the camp to give the kids a look, and I did a terrible job of doing a tour for you. So hopefully next time there'll be a better shot of the camp. So here's one of the cabins. There's another one out here. There's a few different ones now. Yeah. We're going to have to remember what this car looks like. We've made it. We're going to go to Walmart just because the kids have never been into such a massive shop. So, good old Walmart. A bit of a controversial store, but definitely a one-stop shop. It was surprising to see how the cost of living is hitting here in the States. The food prices have gotten so high. 13 years ago when we were here, everything was considerably cheaper in the States than in New Zealand. Now most things were considerably more, like a packet of Doritos, $3.50 US, more than $5 New Zealand. But look, we even found some New Zealand wine. We also needed to get a few supplies, like summer pajamas for the girls and some footwear for the kids. We thought we were going to get some good bargains, but hindsight would have meant we got these things back in New Zealand. The next morning we woke up to deer in the backyard, which they say happens most mornings. Incredible. The masses of woods and minimal fences let the wildlife wander wherever it wants. But this morning I was off on an adventure that I thought I might regret.
Oh my.
Right,
Okay, great.
day 3, we're going to do a 10-mile run with these guys. They've roped me in. It's going to be like 32 degrees.
Made it for you.
Yeah, there are no.
Ciao.
So I'm totally unprepared for this run. I've been awake since 2 o'clock in the morning, jet lagged. It's going to be hot. I'm untrained and unfit, but you know what? This is just going to be a fun time and a good memory, and who cares how slow I go. I'm running as Madeline today because she didn't want to come. So 10 miles, 16 kilometers. It's going to be beautiful, and it's just a good experience. So what would I do if I just stayed at home? It's going to be hard, but it's going to be great. We have been continuously wowed by the raw natural beauty of the woods, which look entirely different to our native forests back home. It was going to be a great day out enjoying the trails. This place looks pretty cool. I didn't take the GoPro with me on the run, it was just way too hot, but here's a little debrief of how it all went. Ooh, man am I hot. Not too bad, I think it's just over 2 hours for the 16 kilometers. It is just managing the heat. It's a good thing they got bagels and all these different types of cream cheeses in the finish line. Definitely got to make the most of these opportunities they get out into the community and experience some of this American culture. It's been great. All right, I'm going to cool off and we'll see you after. Well, good morning. It is Monday here. Still jet lagged, but we're going to go navigate the right hand side of the road again and go and explore a little bit of the local town. Maybe find a hiking trail on the Eno River, which is the local river around here. So let's get into it. It's definitely a little bit easier driving on this side of the road when you've been in a car with someone else for a bit, but my technique is just follow the cars in front of you, because sometimes the turning's a little bit awkward.
Eno State.
Eno State? Sure thing. Well, here we are in the lovely town of Hillsborough. Come to the information centre, but it says it's shut, not closed, shut. So we've just met some people from a local Hillsborough and a guy from California who's been to New Zealand.
Yes, Queenstown, I did the Nevis jump.
Oh,
Nevis bungee, the second highest in the world, so they told us.
Yeah.
And I live to tell about it, but the people were the best in Queenstown.
So Hillsborough is such a busy town that we're all here waiting for the visitor centre to open so we can get all the local information.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a hot place to be.
But at the moment it's help yourself.
Shut.
Yeah, it's not closed, it's shut. So I forgot to say what their names were, and they're getting married in like a week.
Yep.
Here in Hillsborough.
Yeah.
Leo.
Sterling.
Good luck for your wedding. Hope it goes
This
well.
is the major wedding capital of New Zealanders. If you want to get married, come over to Hillsborough.
Hillsborough.
Do you have any marriage advice for us?
Don't have children.
JK.
You put me on the spot.
Okay.
But New Zealand's a great spot for a honeymoon.
Oh, okay, that's a good piece.
You can attest to that.
All right, so cancel Italy. It's off the table.
Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
The info centre opened up. It was pretty helpful. I think it's a pretty quiet info centre here in Hillsborough.
We're gonna go and check out the river walk.
So on this day, we kind of explored the river which is close to the town. There's some nice little trails around, but that afternoon we had some heavy rain. We were at the camp and this massive storm kind of came through in massive amounts of rain. So we went for another hike the next day to the Eno State Park, and the river was really flooded, but we wanted to explore some of the other trails. Hey everyone, well man, that was a lot of rain yesterday in one go. It was pretty dry here before that. Today we have come to a place called the Eno State Park, which has that river where we were walking yesterday, but it's very flooded now.
It's been a while since we felt the way we did back when we were dumb and younger. It's been a while since I looked into your eyes and saw starlight, bold bright colors. Yeah, when I'm down, when I'm dry, no one else. I would choose you over and over. I would choose you over and over. I would choose you over and over again. And after all we've been through, there's no one else for me but you. I would choose you over and over again.
I'm hungry.
Hey look, there's a cabin.
I'm first.
Oh my gosh, it's the Blair Witch.
The Blair Witch. I'm at forest.
So we actually did randomly stumble across this cabin in the middle of nowhere of the State Forest Park, and it did kind of freak me out a little bit. Oh my gosh, there's a cabin.
Dad, what's the Blair Witch?
I'm not telling.
Can you tell us who was finished in the cabin?
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to
Wow. How cool, eh? Just wandering in the middle of the woods, and there is this ancient cabin. Look at that. There was no way I was ever stepping foot in that cabin. Wow. Pretty old. Oh no, you can go in. But it does kind of feel freaky because we have no idea where we are. We could be lost here in the woods. What is this? Is that a well?
Down.
Oh wow. Oh wow, a well.
Well,
I thought it was a fire pit.
Same.
Don't fall in. So after the old cabin, the kids made sure to stay in the front of the adults because they were pretty freaked out.
We're lost in the wood. Where do we go?
What way? Where do we go?
That way or this way?
Which way?
I don't know.
We're lost in the woods.
I think it's that way. I don't know.
Oh, we're lost in the woods. Are you sure it's that way?
I don't know. not. What if we made it out finally. We found the info center.
Phew, we're safe. We made it back.
So next time we spend a small fortune, we take the kids to a roller coaster theme park called Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a short one, but it's a good one. We'll see you then.